guys, Scott here from Outlaw Garage. Today we're taking a look at a backdate 911 SC here in Melbourne. So let's hop in the 356 and go take a look.
So this is a 911 SC, Aussie delivered car, 1984, delivered in ice metallic blue. We've done a bit of work to it, backdated it to look like a 73 RS, although it's a bit more of a resto mod now. So had a lot of orange on the car, orange Fuchs, changed those to the anthracite grey Group 4s from Jonathan UK, good man, who'll look after you. Graphico did all the striping for me. Damien will also look after you. We've sort of done a bit more work to it. It had a fiberglass bonnet, and we changed that back to steel, courtesy of Paul Gert and Porsche Centre Melbourne, who helped me source quite a lot of
Fiberglass bonnet?
It had a fiberglass bonnet. It's now back to a steel one.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's
that couldn't have been easy to find.
No, it wasn't easy to find, but it's nice having this steel number. Actually, in fact, probably future point of the project will be to change the panels back to steel, because they're glass.
They're glass as well, are they?
And because they're glass, and probably because of copyright, they don't necessarily fit as well as they could.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll probably put those on, put a steel number on, get it painted so it sort of fits in nice and tight.
Do you know why they're glass?
I think when people looking to do the backdate, I think for patent reasons they couldn't go exactly the same.
And probably a little bit cheaper, easier to get parts, things like that.
A lot lighter. So this is still glass, that's still glass, the front bumper's still glass, and the ducktail at the back is glass.
Yeah, to be honest though, the front bumper looks great.
Yeah.
I get why you do the bumper, the hood and the two wings.
Correct.
Go back to steel for authenticity and the...
And also the fit and then the match. I think that little bit of gap does my head in. So
yeah, okay.
Through time I'll probably get those changed.
Saying the paint is actually really good on the fenders, because I didn't notice that they were glass to start off with.
Yeah, a lot of people even when they come up, they sort of tap it to make sure it is glass, and I'm not bullshitting them. But
yeah. Well, I did the same thing. Like the paint's really good.
Yeah, the paint come up nice. So Jason from JC Classic Cars did the bonnet, which is a steel one. Courtesy again, Paul of PCM sourced it for me. But I think through time I want to change the fronts back to steel and get it matched in. And I'm just toying around what I do with the headlights, because there's a company in the US called 911 Headlights that do these LED numbers. Have you seen them? Yeah, they're pretty special. So I'm thinking about doing that, because you can see there's a bit of discoloration on the left one versus the right. But I'm also toying around with whether I just get the chrome inlays just polished up and see if it makes a difference.
We've got a friend who, Tom, who actually does a little bit of modelling for us.
Right.
And he's got an Outlaw 964, and he's got the 911 headlights.
Right, okay. So you know what I'm talking about.
They are brilliant.
They're the business.
Bright, you can see where you're going. Lovely headlights.
And because it's not a pure.
They look really good
period,
as well.
Yeah. So I just think it's a bit of a resto mod. Why not have a bit of fun with it?
So these wheels are from where?
They're from Group 4 in the UK. The gentleman's name's Jonathan, and they are 16x7s at the front, 16x8s at the rear.
Yeah.
I think a 205 tyre in the front. I think there's a 225 tyre in the rear.
Yeah.
Yoko Advans. Just because you can sort of see from this angle, it's got a nice little.
It fills it well, does it?
Yeah, chunky little tread on it.
Let's look at that.
It sits pretty well in that sense with those tyres. It's always a bit of trial and error, but wanted to change it up from the Fuchs, so thought I'd try those.
Yeah, it looks really nice. The stance is really nice on the car.
Yeah, it sits well. Well, it's probably courtesy of the front. The fronts weren't sitting as well originally because it had a Boge leg on one side and a Bilstein on the other. David Brennan is the mechanic that I use with Paul Gert from PCM actually sourced a set of new Bilstein legs from a 930 turbo, so makes it sit nice and comfortably now. So
that
it sits well.
Nice. Let's take a look at the front. The colour really suits the car as well.
Yeah, it does.
I know you're not a big fan of the orange, but those wheels suit the colour perfectly.
Yeah. So yeah, as I got the interior done, I thought I'd redo the trunk as well. So yeah, just a couple of Renline products and yeah, all new sort of Purlon felt carpets.
This, we've got to touch it.
Yeah.
This is lovely.
Yeah.
They fitted it really well as well, haven't
Well, it's funny because it's just a bit of plyboard underneath, just to make it sit nice and flat.
Yeah.
And because yeah, I didn't like the way it was always bumpy and everything. So but a bit of plyboard underneath.
And can you tell the difference with the bar?
Yeah, it just stiffens up the front end. So
Yeah.
the bar in the front end and the new Bilstein legs has made a big difference to the way it sort of drives and handles in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they can
really
be
happy
a
with
little
it.
bit. I guess you kind of get used to it, but that,
Yeah.
I imagine that makes a lot of a difference. And they're just a bolt-on one as well, so they're easy to kind of
That's
fit,
it.
aren't they? Yeah, that looks nice and tidy, and I do like the Renline grill at the back there. Kind of just keeps it all tidy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You open it up and it looks really fresh.
Yeah. I got a custom grill from a place called Spades Customs in Germany. The guy's name's Flo, and you can sort of pick what you want in terms of the style or engine size, whatever you want. So
I didn't notice that.
So yeah, there's a 3.2 sitting
There's
in
a
there.
3.2 there, if we can pick that up.
Yeah, it's probably a bit hard. Sometimes you just got to get on the right
Yeah,
angle.
I didn't notice that until you pointed it out.
And then he makes these cup holders as well. I haven't fitted mine yet, but it's a metal cup holder that you can sit underneath your seat. So at least you can put a little coffee cup in there and drive around.
So what we'll do is, for some of the people that you mentioned today, I'll get you to text it over and I'll put the link in the description for people.
Easy.
Just so that, you
Easy.
know, try and support.
Yeah, well,
like
that's why I like mentioning people, because it's a bit of a community, so
Yeah,
you can help
absolutely.
people out, why not?
Yeah,
So
that
yeah.
actually looks really good.
And I
like that 3.2.
ordered it, and he said, now, what do you have? Do you have a normal grill, a ducktail? He goes, can you measure the width for me? So I did that, and came over, fits like a glove. Yeah, it's a quality item. Very happy with it. So yeah, I got I suppose the standard upgrade to any sort of Porsche is a Momo Prototipo steering wheel. But this one's a little bit different in that rather than being leather, I got Alcantara, and I picked the white stitching from a place called Carbone in Poland, who also supplied the 917 sort of knob.
Yep.
But once I had got the steering wheel over, I had a look at the interior and I thought, it's probably ripe for a few things to happen. And like any good car project, you do one thing and it ends to another thing. So I actually got all the headlining done in Alcantara that sort of matched the steering wheel.
Yeah, so this might be one of my favourite things about the car.
Yeah, I'm really, really, really happy with the way it's come up. And then when we do with that, we thought, okay, we'll have a look at the rear parcel shelf, because it probably did have the wiper option,
Yeah.
and so it had all the cutout and stuff. So we got that redone with some new speakers as well.
We'll get a close-up of that in a
Yeah,
minute.
and then while we're doing that, I thought, okay, it's probably a good time to have a crack at the dash. So, Tim Ward in Richmond there did all the Alcantara work and pulled the dash out, put the Alcantara on, did the white stitching so it sort of matched the steering wheel.
Yeah, that dash is amazing.
Yeah, it's funny little things like that sort of transform how you feel about the car. But yeah, we got that done, got the under knee roll all done in Alcantara. And then when we did that, we thought, okay, well, we thought we might get this little sort of roll done on the armrest, on the door cards as well. And as you can see, it's sort of matched right around. So at least almost the top half of the car is in
Yeah, and it's a
Alcantara.
great finishing touch because, like you said, it matches all the car, and definitely on an SE, it's a massive upgrade.
Yeah.
Like from a luxury point of view, you get in it, and it's it's a great touch.
Yeah, and it's always really nice underhand, I think. I mean, I don't know, sometimes Alcantara
Yeah.
can divide opinion, but I love it. I love it as a material, so yeah.
And the orange dials.
Yeah, the orange dials. I wouldn't mind probably changing the orange dials, but it's a pretty big job because I think they're all painted as opposed to just being the face. So,
Yeah, because it looks like it's the rim and everything that's done
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So a little bit more of a job.
Yeah.
But that's lovely. Look at this on the door card. The Alcantara. Love that. That's a great idea.
So there's probably a couple other things to keep going, Scott, in terms of before the interior is finished. So these seats will come out. I've got a couple of Recaro classic pole positions on order.
Yeah.
Apparently I was the second person in Australia to order them. So
Okay.
apparently by a day. They're due to come in December. And they'll have obviously the leather trim, but the houndstooth inlay, so it'll match the back seats, which is why we got them.
Let's take a look.
Got them trimmed in
There
that
we
colour. So the inlays will match the back.
They look nice. And then while we're here, let's see if we can squeeze in. And there's the Alcantara and the speakers in the rear.
Yep. And then from the...
Looks lovely.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
Like that centre part as well with a fitment on there.
So yeah, all new carpets and all new Alcantara, so feels pretty new inside. And then from up front, yeah, depending on what I do with the dials and the faces, but there's also going to be a almost like a period correct new head unit, which will come out of Porsche Centre Melbourne, which has got Apple CarPlay but will look like it's a head unit from the day. So
yeah, that's a nice modern upgrade.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one when they're ready. But yeah.
So engine-wise, a stock SC engine, but without the air conditioning.
That's right. Yeah. So 3.2 litre, pretty stock, runs pretty tight, pretty well. Loves to rev this thing. I'm not sure exactly why, but loves it. But yeah, probably in the future of it, I will probably strip out all the orange and take out all the air boxes. I'm pretty keen to get some trumpets in there, 3 and 3, pointed up, nice and silver. Maybe a bit of brass or a bit of gold in there, who knows? But yeah, I'm pretty keen to make that look pretty neat in that sense.
Yeah, I think that would kind of round it off, wouldn't it? Yeah, playtime.
Exactly. That's a project for 2021, not 2022, just to spread it out a little bit.
So thank you very much, Jason.
Pleasure.
Brilliant day. So we've seen the 911 SC, the hot rod back date, which I think is coming along very nicely.
Thank you, mate.
What we'll try and do is we will catch up with Jason again on a drive, see the car as it kind of evolves over a period of time, and the extra bits you do. We definitely want to see the engine, because
definitely see it.
Yeah, that'll be brilliant. So please like, subscribe. We'll catch you later, guys, with a new video. See you in a bit.
Awesome.